Alright, sorry. Good morning, guys. So right now I am in a trade at the moment. I'm in MRNS. Do have a long position at 187. I am looking for a first target over $2 here on MRNS. We'll look to lock in half right above that $2 mark, and I'll look to hang on to some if I do like the price action and the volume over the $2 mark here. You can see we're on a nice steady uptrend this morning, and never really cracked my EMA lines I use. 72.89, my favorite EMA lines I use. Never cracked these lines. I got in right around this 187 mark and have been holding since, looking for this $2 break, and it has had a lot of trouble getting over that mark. We got a rejection here, and having some trouble here. We'll see if we get over it now. Ideally, I'd like to see this happen before the market opens. Being that it's a little bit larger in float, it's much easier for these higher float stocks to move during the pre-market trading hours. So we'll see if we get this breakout in the next few moments here. But that is the play I'm watching. The play I'm going to be most focusing on. VLRX here. If this could ever get volume, this thing's one of the best faders in the market. I think every single time this thing is gapped up, I've shorted it back down to oblivion. So this one could ever get some volume towards it and get moving, I'll possibly look to take a short on that one. Other than MRNS, going through the list of the gappers here, nothing else really has my interest. SAEX, former runner, and sorry guys, still getting over the throat, the throat, but it was definitely feeling better. But it's still a little pain, but it's definitely much better than it was 2 days ago. But like I was saying, other than MRNS, going through the list of gappers, nothing else really like. SAEX, former runner, but it's kind of been toxic since this run. Went on a nice run, back in January. And ever since this initial run, it's been pretty toxic. Each gap gives back all of its gains. You can see here, So, known to give back its gains since this run. So, always got to be cautious on these ones. Always got to know which tickers are a little bit more toxic than others. AWSM, I think this is another toxic one. You can see just the history of giving back its gains. So, it's good to know, which stocks have a history of giving back their gains, because history does repeat itself in the stock market. So just good to know which tickers give back their gains. You can see it did go on a nice rip here, but ever since then, known to get back its gains. Alright, right now just holding on to this MRNS. Let's see if we can get this $2 break. I can take some profits. Really loud garbage truck. Where did I get in? I got in around like 824, 825-ish. Right around there. No, that was the garbage truck. Yeah, pretty loud, right? Some of the reasons why I like MRNS. I do like the high institutional ownership here. The stock is easy to borrow. Easy to borrow means easy to blow up. Just something I remember. A lot of the stocks that are easy to borrow, you do see, not always, but do have a higher chance of trapping shorts. Because think about it, you have a bunch of rookie shorts. Shorting this. Much easier to trap some of those shorts. Doing very good baseline volume on the 1 minute. Doing good overall volume on MRNS. At the same time, the float is a little bit higher than we like to usually play, but the volume is pretty nice here on MRNS. So those are some of the reasons why I do like this play this morning. but we'd really like to see this break out in the next 5 or 6 minutes. Rather not hold into the open because it really gets unpredictable at the open. Right at the open, you could see you know it dump on off, could see it spike on up. Just gets really unpredictable right at the bell. You really don't know what's gonna happen at open. So would like to see this happen in the next few moments here. Yeah, it's always good to check the bar situation if you can. I forgot the name. I think it's ETC clearing, I believe. That's kind of the most common one that brokers use. Like E-Trade uses them, TD Ameritrade uses them. Those are like common brokers. So those are usually the easy to borrow clearing firms. And guys, just give me 1 minute. Yep, guys, I'm sitting with a 187 average on MRNS. First target will be over $2. Gonna lock in half of my position over two. So we can see each time we came up to these upper 190s, we did get rejected here again. So let's see what happens this round. You can just see the level 2 is not very active. Right away coming up to a key mark right here. You can see we're kind of just stalling around here. We need to see more volume. We need to see more action, on the level 2 and tape at this key area, at this $2 mark. It's not going to break out, looking like this. You can see not even any orders went through there. So we need some more action here, as we come up to this $2 mark. I like this grinding action. I like how we haven't cracked the 72.89 EMA lines, but I want to see this break out in the next few minutes here. Apologies about the night bot. I keep forgetting this just to fix that. I'm gonna write it down. Make sure I do that today because I know the night bot's kind of mean to a lot of you guys, especially Bike. Really, they have a lot of beef Bike and the night bot. All right, come on, excuse me. Oh, I called it MRIN. MRNS. MRIN was a good old friend. Nightbot needs to see a day in the light. Solar flare. You're a funny guy, Bike. You're a really funny guy. Alright, right here at $2. Let's see. Come on, MRNS. Definitely gonna do that a lot today. Call it MRIN. Here we go. Some volume coming in. Some orders on the level 2. Met with some selling. Let's see if the bid could hold here. Yeah, hopefully that's the case, Corey. But I do have a little bit of some fear that may get really heavy. I know it's heavy right now, but it may get really heavy when the market opens, especially if the volume's not there. A lot of times, we'll see that happen with some of these higher and float stocks, but we'll see. We'll see what type of volume it does at open. Very curious. Oh man, again, bike. Nightbots, you and the Nightbots, we're really going at it today. Bike is now in timeout for 5 seconds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Really, like I said at the bell, it's really unpredictable what happens. This thing could either spike on up, or it could, dump on off right at open. So it really gets a little tricky. So that's why I'd rather see this happen the next, few minutes here. I'm not even holding a large position either. Right now I have 4,000 shares at 187. So nothing crazy. All right, so we got 2 more minutes to this market opens. Other than that, if you guys are wondering about my game plan for today, kind of a similar story to yesterday. Not much gapped up, but main focus is on MRNS. My risk is off the 180 line, so I'm risking that 180 line. But if we start dumping it open, I see a lot of selling pressure. I may take some off. Might take it off like low 180s because I don't want to get caught in a massive dump, which I could definitely see happening here on MRNS. All right, so we are about to open up. Let me switch to scanners. There we go. All right, so we have support. Look at this 180 line. You guys know where the resistance is. All right, we are open here. Let's see. So you get this morning push. See, a little heavy out of the gates. A little heavy out of the gates. That's what I was a little worried about. See if 190 could hold. See if 190 can hold. Bids are staying pretty strong above 190 at the moment. So we get this push, and I can look to sell into strength. Again, you guys can see that 195 area also is, absorbing a bunch as well. You guys see how much trouble we're having at that 195 mark, and same thing at 190. We're holding pretty strong at 190. Did crack a little bit right there. Pretty strong battle right now on level 2 right now. Pretty strong battle. Kind of going back and forth right now. Bid side's looking strong. Same with the ass side. So we'll see, which side breaks. Let's see, coming back up to 195. This area absorbed pretty good amount last time. Again, 195. Yeah, kind of see the kind of soaking this upper 180 area, and that 195 area is causing it a lot of trouble too. See now, 187 now. So really crazy battle right now. It's a fun tape to watch, to be honest. Just the amount of soaking we're seeing on the bid side and the ass side is pretty crazy right now. Yeah, clearly there's a seller there or someone loading a big short position at 195. So we really got to get over that. I think once we get over 195, 196, I think we should see over 2. And I'm probably going to look to take some into 2. Like I said, that was my original plan. Take some over 2. Let's see, other than that, OVID, nice little ripper out of the gates, PTAI, SAEX, a little bit of that. SAEX pop and drop here. MRNS, a little bit of a crack here. Let's see if we're going to hold this 180-ish mark. If not, I'll take a very small loss. Like I said, I'm in very small on MRNS. So we don't want to see this. We don't want to see 190s now act as resistance. If 190 starts to act as resistance, we're going to have some problems here on MRNS. So we don't want 190 to act as resistance now. That'd be a bearish sign. So we want to see the bids over 190. We want to see these bids over 190. There we go. Big seller there at 193 getting taken out. Let's see. So I want to see this bid hold 190. And obviously that key area we got to break is 195, 196. So volume starting to come in now. Nice little volume rev on MRNS. Did tap the high there. Did tap the high day there. You can see nice volume came in there on that ramp. Let's see if we get this push over 2. Come on, MRNS. Hit this push. Bid size looking pretty strong now. See, 194s are stacking now. The tape looks a little bit more active. You guys can see that. Look at the change in the velocity in the tape. And here we go. $2. Alright, I'm going to take some there. A little bit of a safety sell there. A little bit of a safety sell. I got out at 199, so I didn't get over 2. But, you know, whatever. It's 1 cent off my target. And look at that rejection right there. So a nice little safety sell for me. And I'm gonna break even on the rest. So broke even on the rest there. Look at that rejection. Yeah, so look at that. It just got off right before that dump. I mean, it didn't crack my stop, but you know, we saw a high volume rejection, very high volume rejection there at $2. And I made, yeah, I barely made anything on that trade. I mean, it was still a winner, but you know, I barely made anything. When I cut it there, I lost like 4 cents. So I made just about like 200 on the trade. I mean, you know, it's a winner, but you know, I didn't get over $2, but still, you know, kind of hit my target. But it would have been hard to get out at $2, so I just hit the bid. How did I tell when it was in a crack? You know, I saw a heavy selling at $2 there. You know, heavy selling. You know, I saw a huge wall there at $2, and you know, I made a split decision to take it off there, take off half, and so I left the rest in case it did break $2 and you know start the run. But you know, the rest, once I saw like 190 crack and I saw like a lot of selling start moving on in, I just took it off. I just hit my hotkey to sell all. And I got out at like 183, so I lost like 4 cents on that second exit. But overall, it was still a profitable trade in the end. OVID, I'll put this on the bottom level too here. SAEX making trying to make a red to green here on SAEX. So you can kind of see, I mean, we still did hold that, you know, that 180 level, but, you know, after seeing a massive high volume stuff like that, you know, it makes, kind of like turns you off from taking another long on, you know, kind of, you know, makes you really think on it, you know, you got to be cautious now after seeing a massive soak and stuff like that, you know, over 1 million in volume red candle right there, so, you know, probably not going to be touching that on the long side anymore on MRNS. I mean, if you're still holding, I'd probably have a tight stop, you know, below the low a day on MRNS, because this thing could definitely crack and, you know, fade some more. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't really short, you know, this either. You know, I don't like shorting super high institutional ownership, you know, stocks either. You know, it did have some pretty strong news as well, and it was easy to borrow too. So, you know, a lot of strong bullish factors that could indicate a trap. But at the same time, you know, after seeing a high volume soak and stuff like that, you know, you gotta you know, really reconsider, you know, taking a long on it. So, kind of in that field of kind of no edge right now at the moment for me. So if there's no edge on it, I'm not seeing a strong indication or strong signals to to the bullish side or the bearish side, usually step away from it. Alright, so SAEX making a red to green move here. Volume still on it, still pretty low on it. So getting over this 225 mark on SAEX. Alright, so that 180 level still holding on MRNS. SAEX, red to green move here. We'll see if it could hold this 220 area. Other than that, sorry I had the scanners on pause there. So right now, SAEX, MRNS, top two plays you want to be focusing on and watching right now. OVID here. Let's see what we got going on here. For some reason the chart's not loading there. So let me pull it up on my other level 2. Yeah, really light volume on this OVID here. It's only up 6% too. So not really something I'm interested on either side. SAEX, you really want to be careful with this one on SAEX. Like I said, this one known to get back its gains. Let me check out my swing trades real quick. TTS. Alright. If this thing could ever get more of a push on SAEX, could look for a possible short on it. CETX. CETX, look at this one. Kind of similar story to SAEX. Give back a lot of its gains as well. MRNS has yet to crack that. I'd probably say support's now like 175 on it. Has yet to really, have that hard crack. So you still want to be cautious on that one on long and short side. RAD. That one had a really nice grind on up here. SAEX right now, right around this 220 mark. Having trouble getting over 230 now on SAEX. Stock block, you're calling another fake attitude on MRNS. Hey, we'll definitely see, man. I mean, so far each pop on it has, there's SAEX cracking. I would have liked SAEX a little bit higher, and then I was gonna look to take a short on that one, but giving back its gains right now. A little unfortunate there. Kind of wanted one more pop, and then a stuff move. I was gonna look to get short, but giving back its gains right now. So history repeating itself. Giving back its gains once again on SAEX. You can just look at the chart and see that. I mean, if this was doing double or triple the volume, then it would be a different story. Here's MRNS. Let's see. Starting to occur a little bit here. Yeah, did anyone take that short on SAEX? Good job if you did. I mean, yeah, MRNS, it's kind of tricky on this one because, things point to that this thing could definitely be short trap and a squeezer, but just based on previous price action is showing that we could definitely see another hard rejection on MRNS. So it is tough. So that being said, that's why I'm probably going to avoid this one. So let's see what else we got going on. DSET, light volume. CETX, that's a trash stock. ECOR, nothing. Yep. So you guys can see, I just went through all these top gainers. Not seeing too much at the moment. Right now most eyes are on MRNS and SAEX has some decent volume. See, we have no stocks in float rotation. Usually the best rippers, the best runs you'll see pop up in here. Good potential for some longs. Yeah, that's the difference between MRNS and another play. Stock that's hard to borrow. Like, who's there to squeeze? There's not as much shorts to squeeze on a hard to borrow play, but on an easy to borrow play, there's a lot of shorts. There's a lot of shorts to be squeezed. Look at that. You look at a 190 there. 190 absorbed a lot. So clearly is a big seller, big someone loading a big short position. Each pop just getting absorbed. Yeah, saw how quickly it went from 190 to 185. I wish I had the book map right now, be able to actually see who's there. That's what you get with a larger market depth. You could actually see the the sellers there. How much size they have. And you can't really see all of it with level 2, but you could kind of see it. You could visibly see it what's going on. But with more market depth, you could actually physically see the size. SAEX 206. That was a big miss on SAEX. That was a big miss. Wanted a little bit more of a pop, but that was predictable, and we called that out. Look at that head and shoulders pattern. What does that look? That looks like the play I had yesterday. I don't even remember what stock it was yesterday, but had a similar play to this yesterday where it was a parabolic, pull back, had a pop on up, another rejection on high volume, overall low 1 minute baseline volume, and then boom, forming this head and shoulders pattern. So kind of similar setup to the play I had yesterday. Yep, thank you, Casper. PHAS. So kind of similar looking chart pattern, and you can see the overall volume looks very similar to it. So you kind of see that volume looks pretty similar, right? Pop on up, high volume stuff move, another rejection, and boom, nice crack. So this one ended up reclaiming and going a little higher before it died off, and then SAEX today kind of forming the same little pattern there. MOSY. Someone did post yesterday about this one that they had news after hours and a reverse split. So MRNS back at support, back at the 182 mark. Sorry about the scanners. I apologize. I keep pausing them. Let's see MOSY. Let's see what the tape's looking like. Kind of overdue for a big runner, right? It's been a while since we've seen like a really big supernova play. I know we've seen big runs. We had that in August. We saw a lot of big runs, but we didn't see anything run like 20, $30. We saw RKDA go on a nice run. I mean, I would still consider that, a supernova run, from $2 all the way to 10. But what I'm talking about is like, like a BPTH type move. Where we see something go from like, whatever, like $2 to like $60. So the last time we saw this was back in March. The last time we saw like a supernova, like a supernova, I guess I'll call it that, was since March, unless anyone remembers one that I missed. I mean, we usually see these. I would say we usually see these type of moves like $2, like $60. Probably say we see them at least like 3-4 times a year. Other than BPTH, I don't really remember any that went like crazy parabolic like that. Other than that one this year, unless anyone remembers something that I don't. Yeah. But Hunt was a little different. That was like a kind of like a low volume play. It was kind of illiquid. BPTH was a liquid stock. Able to trade it. Like Hunt couldn't really like. It's kind of more like a lotto play. But I'm talking like a real squeezer. Like Hunt was just like $7 spreads, low volume. I don't really consider that a real play in my opinion. I remember RKDA did go on another play like last year. Besides that one, this one ran like $50. Yeah, back in 2018, this thing ran from $6 to $60. So a lot of memories on this one on RKDA. And Chefs used to be a good one too. CHFS used to be a really good one. This one just stunk the past like a year, maybe even 2 years. This one stinked. Yeah, back in 2017. This is one of the craziest because this happened in one day. Like this went from $4 to what is that? No, was it 2 days? May have reverse splitted, but I remember this one ran like $20 in a single day, $20-30 in a single day. Nice move on Rad. Kind of slept on this one a little bit. My bad, guys. Nice volume. Nice 1 minute volume on RAD. This is righted. Okay. Good overall volume. Nice range. So, yeah. Solid play here on RAD. Kind of slept on this one a little bit. High short flow, 26%. High institutional, 47%. It's not a bad play here. Not a bad play. So Rite Aid's been dumping ever since. Now kind of getting this reversal. SAEX back over view up. check out SAEX again. Trying to curl back up. Awesome, stock buck. Yeah, dude, nothing wrong with taking no trades. I've only taken 2 trades this week. Slower week. Best to preserve your capital, preserve your trading account, and you wait for better opportunity and a new play. So I'll see you tomorrow, stock buck. Thanks for being here every day. Sorry, right now it's 10:03. 10:03 right now. I'll be happy to answer any questions if you guys do have any. Also, don't forget we have the giveaway tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, coming down at the end of the week, and we'll be doing a giveaway tomorrow. Haven't thought of what question I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do a non-stock related question this time. I think the last 2 or 3 times I did stock related questions. So tomorrow's giveaway we'll be doing a non-stock related question. So make sure you guys are here tomorrow for the live stream. Once the morning trading session's over, we'll get right into that giveaway. Thanks for the support, Stockblock. Thank you. How do I choose the winner of the giveaway? Whoever answers, I'm gonna do like a trivia questions. Whoever answers the trivia question correctly, I'll give you the giveaway, and we'll be the first one who answers the trivia question correctly. Indicators I use for the 1 minute, I used VWAP, and I used 72 and 89 EMA lines. And then for the daily chart, I used the 13 EMA, the 50-day, and the 200-day moving average for the daily chart. And remember, the best indicators in the market, are support and resistance lines. Doesn't get better than that. So there is no secret indicator or no secret. There's basically no secret indicator that's gonna make you money in the stock market. So don't overly rely on indicators. It's good. They'll give you guides. They'll give you a little bit of an edge. But don't solely rely on indicators to make you money in the stock market. Where did I get those numbers? Actually, a good question. I used to use like the 50 EMA and used to use a whole bunch of EMA lines, and I came across some guy on YouTube and saw him using those lines, and I started using them myself, and I'm like, wow, like stock reacts pretty well around these lines. So started using them myself, and they work pretty good. They actually work really good on big caps too, but in the 3-minute time frame. I mean, you could see, kind of rejected right above these lines. I mean, look at the support, kind of rode the lines all morning, rode them all morning. Once they cracked, you could see once the lines actually cracked, barely got over once, but they're pretty good. I like using them. Like 3-minute time frame's pretty good on them as well. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of traders. There's traders who use math to trade. You know, people are crazy with like fib lines and all sorts of crazy things. You know, the MACD, RSI. I mean, hey, whatever works for you. I can't, if you have proven success, proven winning percentage, how could I argue against numbers like that? It's whatever works for you, and this is what works for me. So I'm just sharing that with you guys. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Casper. I mean, I'm not hating on indicators. I use it myself, but I just don't believe that there's the key to trading. There is no key to trading. It's whatever gives you more of an edge. That's how I look at it. And if using VWAP or using the 7289, using RSI, using MACD gives you more of an edge, then go for it. So what's going on, Dennis? Let's see. VNRX for a curl. Check it out for you, bro. VNRX. VNRX for a curl. Let me look on the other chart. I like using these charts better. Daily chart's pretty overextended there. Pretty overextended daily chart. Intraday chart. Crack the support line right here at the 625 line. So I mean, you could wait for some higher lows for reversal. If that's kind of what you're looking for on it. But I'll definitely wait for another higher low. Wait for like the 625 to base, reclaim, and then you could look for a move to the upside. Getting in here is kind of trying to time the bottom. Catching a falling knife is always difficult to do. I mean, even looking at the daily, I don't know why it doesn't come up here. Looking at the daily, not something I would be interested in playing. This is what is this, day 3? So longing day 3, I always say, longing after the first initial day always gets a little bit more tricky. So not something I would particularly play, but if there's something in your playbook, something that you like to play, then hey, go look for it. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me, Dennis. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, Dennis actually sent me a message the other day, or he may have posted in chat. There's a new service out there, very similar to TraderView. I didn't get time to look at it the other day, but Dennis is saying that it's very identical to TraderView. Offer a lot of the same features. You could track your trades, track your statistics, journal your trades. So it seems like a really great service. And let me go back and look yesterday. What was the name of it? I'll give you guys the name of it. I haven't gotten time to look into it myself, but Dennis is saying it's pretty legit. So if you guys are looking for a service like that, not a bad idea to check out this service here. Dennis, is it called? Is this the one, Trade Insight? Yeah, I think it's this one called Trade Insight. So if you guys want to, look into that, I'll post a link in Discord. I haven't looked into it myself, but Dennis is saying it's pretty good. So I'll post it over in the educational tab. and you guys should give it a look for yourself. Thank you for finding that for us, Dennis. I'm gonna post that over in the educational tab right after the stream. RAD. Let's see, RAD. RAD still holding the gains, still holding these gains. Gonna have some support back here at this 950 level. Gonna have $10 resistance. $10 is the second strongest resistance line at penny stocks. Saw yesterday $1 hold up on GHSI. So we'll see how $10 reacts today on RAD. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty exhausted from this week. You know, it's kind of it's I feel like a very slow week. It's kind of dragging on. Yeah, I'll be honest. I kind of want this week to come to an end. I'm looking forward to October trading next week. We have some October trading, so kind of looking forward to September closing up, being in the books, and looking forward to some October trading because September trading has been pretty boring, pretty slow. Yeah, you know, that's kind of what we have to do with traders. You know, we're gonna. This is not the first, not the last time that it'll be slow like this. You know, obviously we all wish it could be hot every single day, but it's just kind of how it is. Ebbs and flows of the market. That's why when the market's hot, you gotta hit hard. You gotta hit hard during the market when it's hot. That will really hold us over the slow time. So August, I had a great month. I forgot how much I made in August, but it was over 20 grand. I had a really good month in August, and that's kind of holding me over for September. September kind of a slow month for me. I'm not P&L wise, I'm green on the month, but nothing crazy for September. So looking forward to some October trading. The fall months are where I make most of my money. That's where a lot of my income comes during the fall and winter time. So usually that holds me over for the spring and summer. What do I look for in a penny stock? I'll look for good price action, high volume, lower in float, high institutional ownership. I'll look for a ton of bullish factors on a play, easy to borrow. I can name tons of factors. So look for a stock that has tons of bullish factors. Make sure the volume is good. Make sure the price action good. You want to see a stock in float rotation, so rotating its float. So for example, SAEX float 4 million. You want to see this thing trading, rotating its float. For a large cap, I don't really play large caps too much. Sometimes I'll play, if it's dead slow, like penny stocks, like it's dead slow. Sometimes we'll get like that, like dead slow, like 2-3 weeks in a row. It's just absolutely dead. And maybe you'll look over to some big caps. I'll look for some earnings winners. I have some scanners here where I could look for stocks that are gapped up on positive earnings, and I'll look for some longs on some earnings winners. Obviously, same story. Price action, volume. Gotta confirm before I take a trade. Yeah, I'm looking forward for a stock block. I'm ready to load up. 7,000-8,000 shares. Looking to load the boat. Once we get the high time, good setups. Can't wait. We're gonna kill it. Once this market heats up, we're gonna absolutely kill it every single day on the stream. And you guys saw it last year. If you guys, I'm not sure how many people here from last year, but when we were streaming last year in the fall and winter, we were killing it. Me and Alex every single day, absolutely banging on the stream. And hopefully this fall and winter we'll be doing the same exact thing. So it is 10:17 right now. And I'll probably give the stream another like 15 more minutes because once again it is unfortunately slow today. So I don't want to hold you guys up here forever. And I want to get on with my day. I already had one trade. Small green day. I'm up $200. I'll post that chart over in Discord, my entries and exits. So it is a green day, but a little bit on the lower side P&L wise. As far as the trade execution, it was okay. Met my $2 target, but didn't get my second target. But overall, still a winning trade. SAEX has yet to crack $2. Still holding above the the 210ish mark on SAEX. Yeah, I'm hyped, man. I can't wait. Can't wait for this upcoming fall. So excited. Love the weather too. Nice like 60-degree weather. Sweatshirt season. Basketball starts. Stock market gets hot. It's just a great time. Fun time. Holiday season too. Love the holiday season. So I'm looking forward for it. I can't wait. Nice, Dennis. MRNS with the curl. Sweet. Hope you killed it. My team, I'm rocking with the Knicks, Dennis. I'm not one of those bandwagon fans now becoming a Nets fan. Gotta be true to my team, gotta be loyal. I know a lot of people who are now Nets fans. Disgust me. Alright, Ricky, take care. See you tomorrow. Yeah, let's make it happen. Especially if you guys are on like smaller accounts. This is the time you want to be trading. This next few months, this is the best time to start. A small account. Remember when I first started? It wasn't my first year. It was my second year. My first year's a little choppy. My second year, this is when I really took off. Second year, heading into the fall and winter. That's when my account really started to grow. And I really started to take off on my trading. Yeah, they didn't have, the Nets didn't have any fan base. I have some friends in Brooklyn and they barely even knew any Nets fans. So, but now this year suddenly there's tons of Nets fans. So, that's completely changed. Alright, so I'm probably gonna give it like another 5-6 minutes here. Coming around to 10:30. See how the swings are looking. All right. What changes did you made in the first year? A lot of it was my mindset. I really buckled down. And I seriously started taking. I really started taking it seriously. First year I didn't have too much success first year. Uh, Heading into the end of that first year, I was in college too, and I decided to drop out of college and go full time with it. So college kind of it was kind of hard doing both. I mean, you can do both. You could take night classes. That's fine. That's what I did for a little, but I kind of decided just to pursue it full time and put all my dedication, all my time into it. Really cut out a lot of other things. A lot of distractions. Didn't go out as much. Really stop caring about a lot of things. Just really put my whole mind dedicated on trading and improving my trading and just solely focusing on that. So cutting a lot of distractions, buckling down, and really locking on in, and just studying and studying and studying every single day, tracking my trades, tracking my setups, taking A+ setups. You know, buying some scanners. I started investing in myself. Nothing better you could do invest in yourself. Starting investing in some scanners. Changed my broker. Upgraded my broker so I could now short sell. That was a big thing too, having the ability to short sell. My first year, I was only going long. Now the second year, I now have a broker where I could short. Gave me another edge. It's a whole 50% of the moves I was missing. I was missing a whole nother side of trading. Short selling obviously is dangerous, but I'm still missing 50% of the moves. So yeah, those are some things. A lot of it was mindset. Studying. Being a student of the stock market. And just really buckling down. Just keep learning. Just keep learning. Knowledge is power. Thank you, Casper. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. I'd greatly appreciate that. Yeah, I know some of you guys said, if any of you guys are interested in options trading, Alex does do a live stream as well. He's streaming on Velocity Trading Options. He usually goes a little later than I do, so if you guys are looking for something after this, go head over to Options channel. Learn some options if that's what you guys want to do. George, that'd actually be a great question for Alex. Alex watches Roku every single day. So I think he would be able to answer that much better than I would. Dennis, I'll catch you later, man. Have a good one. Yeah, so what I did, a lot of the stuff, I did learn from some other people. I did learn from, Nathan, Investors Underground a little bit. Some other services out there, Tim SAEX, Tim Gertani, Ducks, a few of these other guys. I did learn from them online. And, I obviously watched a lot of YouTube video, used Investopedia online, some books. Was not a big book guy, but I've read a few books here and there. And, just taking all that knowledge in and, just putting it to use. I wouldn't say like I've copied those guys, but like I learned from some of those guys, and kind of put that into my own trading style. So nothing wrong with learning from other guys. I wouldn't say to mimic their trade or copy anyone's trade. That's not how you do it. I tried it early on, and it didn't work. It's just not gonna work. Copying other people. You gotta be self-sufficient. You gotta trade on your own. What happened if those guys quit trading? They're not there. Then what are you gonna do? Then you're stuck. So I learned from them, and then kind of mixed it like all together, and put it into one, and just found my own trading style. So learn from others, and kind of put it all together and find your own trading style that works. Nothing wrong with learning some patterns, some setups from them. Maybe even take a setup out of their playbook and put it into your own, or take a setup they have and kind of mix it up, together, and make it your own. That's kind of what I did, and I found my own trading style. You really got to find what type of trader you are. Not everyone's the same type of trader. Now, you guys may want to think you want to copy my style, you want to copy Tim SAEX style, you want to copy Stephen Duck's style, but that may not be for you. It may not be for you. Everyone's a different type of trader. Maybe similar in some categories, some fields, but usually we'll all find our own style that's comfortable for you. It's also being comfortable, trading. I'm so comfortable trading. I don't enter a trade and I don't get butterflies in my stomach. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected, trusting in my setup. That's how you want to trade. You don't want to be stressed when you're trading. Early on, my first year, I remember taking a trade and I felt like butterflies in my stomach. I was nervous, I was sweating. Now I'm trading and I'm cool as calm as could be. And that's how you want to trade. Just be confident in your setup. Let it work. Do you think someone that's new should watch both? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I would probably say it's best to, learn one at first, because it gets really overwhelming doing once. I personally can't. I've actually tried. I tried to trade big caps and small caps simultaneously. I'd have like 18 charts up. I'll be watching, Roku, Facebook, Netflix, and I'd have the penny stocks up. And honestly, I couldn't do it. It was too much for me. My head was spinning. I was overwhelmed. Too much going on at once, and it just hurt my trading performance. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I stuck with one. I stuck with small caps, mastered small caps, and this is how I make my living. This is how I make my money. So I'm not a great multitasker. I know some people could really multitask, and that's not an issue at all for them. They could trade both at the same time, and they do it well. And I'm jealous of those guys. I wish I could do both, guys. I wish. Like a day like this, I would love to trade like big caps. I would love to. Penny stocks are dead today, so. But personally, I just can't. I just can't multitask. I can't do both. It declines my trading skills. So if you're a multitasker, then maybe you could do it. But if you think that's too much for you, stick with one. I know some other people do it. I think AC does this. AC will look at the gappers. He'll look at the penny stock gappers, and if he doesn't see anything he likes on the gap scanners, he will go to options, and he'll trade options for that day. Or if the market's slow and penny stocks are hot, he'll trade penny stocks that day. So that's a cool thing to do. That's a cool thing, doing both, seeing what's hot, going with the other. I mean, that's an option, but at the same time, you're taking in, a lot to absorb. So it really depends on you. Alright, so a few more minutes, guys, and I'm going to wrap it up. A few more minutes here. Just give me 1 minute. Alright, what price range do I trade? I like trading from $1.50 to $10. I mean, if we get like a runner that goes over 10 and it's at 15, and I'll trade it like a PSTV or something like that. But I do find that I do struggle a little bit underneath $1 and above $10. I don't have as high as a success rate. How did I get over PDT rule? I just traded and made some money. I mean, like how anyone else would get over it. Alright, I'll give it like literally 1 more minute. I keep saying that. So last minute, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's stream. I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll do the giveaway tomorrow. Should be a fun time. See if Nick the winner's here. The reigning champ claims that last stream he wasn't here for the giveaway. But I think it's BS. I think he lost and didn't want to admit it. See how see what happens this go round. See you tomorrow, AJ. Oh, Nick the winner, you are here. Nice. Make sure you're here tomorrow, Nick the winner. And he's already making excuses, guys, you see? Making excuses. He's saying you can't participate in Fridays. Nah, Nick, I'm only playing, man. But alright, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm not seeing any more questions. So, hope you guys all enjoyed. One trade for me. Up $200, small little green day. I had a trade on... my God, my short-term memory is really bad. Had a trade on... Man, pissing me off here. MRNS, yep. MRNS, had a trade on MRNS. Had a small winner on it. And ending the day up green today. So I'll look to carry it over tomorrow. And we'll see if we have any other plays on our end tomorrow. We'll go attack, and then we'll do the giveaway. So looking forward for tomorrow. And I'll see you all there tomorrow. So that's going to be it for today's stream. Peace, guys.